My stepdad, he made the comment, at least he's not dead, which is ironic because I was very close to being dead. They're saying that after you die, you're just another object. My name is Eric Zimmerman. I teach 11th and 12th grade English at Taft High School. I'm teaching Hamlet with my juniors and a short novel called A Patch of Blue with my seniors. I just try to simplify it for them as much as I can and make it as relevant as I can. Disingenuous means that you're not being open, you're not being forthright, you're not being frank, you're not being completely honest. I was in the United States Marines from 2005 to 2009. I was deployed with Operation Enduring Freedom from 2008 to 2009, and I saw most of the Middle East.
Ever since I was old enough to give voice to the idea, it's what I wanted to do. I think I wanted to be a veterinarian when I was about 3 or 4, and then at some point later in life, it was pretty clear that I wanted to be a physician, and I've never really looked back. I met Eric in the middle of the night, sometime late last spring, maybe early summer, I guess. He had just had surgery, as I remember. He'd had a tonsillectomy, which is a pretty routine, normal, easy chip shot surgery, as we call it. And he was recovering well at home, was in contact with his parents sometime in the morning, and then something went wrong.
My throat effectively closed up, and I wasn't getting enough oxygen to my brain, and I went into a coma.
He was taken to another hospital where they did a CAT scan and an initial bit of resuscitation, and they told the family the prognosis was pretty grim, and that he was likely to not survive.
And they ran the standard spectrum of tests that you would do on someone who was in a coma, but then they said that the doctor would see me in the morning, and that definitely did not sit right with my family. So my stepdad, whose brother is an oncologist, they called the oncologist. Some chemical level, something gave him hope, but he strongly recommended that they get me to UC's neuro ICU.
I mean, this is why we do what we do. This is why we try so hard and care so much, but they leave quite an impression. You never forget Eric. I'll never forget his tattoos. I'll never forget the story of where he came from and what he had done for our country.
If I would not have ended up at UC Health, I certainly would not be the functioning young man that I am. Oh gosh, there he is.
How are you?
I'm all right. How's it going?
Good, man.
You're the man.
You look good.
Thanks.
You did all the work, buddy.
Yeah.
We just gave you a chance.
Yeah.
That's one of the privileges of working at UC, is that you're very often the end of the line. They send you patients who they can't take care of, and if you can't here, then there's no one that can, in our region at least. And at that point, you had these veteran neuro ICU nurses who have been doing this, some of them upwards of 30 years. They're the most senior nurses in our hospital, some of the best critical care providers that we have in our region, physician or nurse alike. And they were at your bedside, and then we have this team of really expert respiratory therapists working your ventilator with us. We have critical care pharmacists who are running 24/7 in that hospital, making sure that the drugs we give you are the right drugs, the right doses, at the right times. And that was your team, and that team stayed at your bedside around the clock for at least a few days.
I feel like I'm really close to 100% right now. And without y'all, I don't know that I would be anywhere near that.
It was a privilege to be able to care for you and to give you the chance to get back to who you are now and do what you do. It was an honor to take care of a veteran. It means a ton to me that you are changing lives now and doing this. I can't tell you that I could not be more proud of our staff and what they did for you as a team, and they were dedicated and they worked hard. I just want you to have the chance to be the man that you are, and keep doing what you do. I know from your family that they're extremely proud of you. I know from my personal standpoint as an American, I'm very grateful for what you did for our country, and I wish you the best of luck with whatever you choose to do.